Po-
Hello, YouTube. This is DX1395, and welcome to HTZ Podcast Special episode. Actually, it's I don't know which episode we are at right now, but it's let me see.
Part 2.
Yeah, it's part 2 of the DHFF or Demon Hunter fanfictions special. Let's see. We are at the episode.
3, I think.
Whoa, no.
It's 2.
Episode. Actually, it's episode 7 of HTZ Podcast.
Yeah.
It's a 7 episode of HTZ Podcast so far.
Oh, by the way, Kirito39 is here.
I was about to say, introduce yourself, guys. But he present himself, so your turn.
Zibirun Ragnus, the Russian guy.
The Russian guy is here with us.
I'm not even Russian, by the way.
No, he's not. He's a
Canadian.
he's a Quebecer. A Quebecer is a guy from Quebec.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so in the last episode of DHFF, we ended this episode and we cleared all the demon. Shinobu returned humans, and a year have passed since then. And you know the guy who is with give me a second.
Can just a question real quick.
Go ahead. I have time because I have to do something first. Go ahead.
For the title of your videos, can you change it even though it's online right now?
Yes.
Okay, because there's 2, part 1, 1, 2.
I don't think so, but I will check it out. Okay, so give me a second. I'm just setting up. So if you need to talk, guys, it's your turn to talk.
I don't need to talk, but
Say something.
something.
That's good.
Sorry.
Now that it's out of the way, Kirito39, say something.
Hi.
That's not something. It's high, but
At least it's not low. Look.
okay. Let's see. One of two. Yeah, that's a problem. I will change it now while I'm in the podcast mode. So, okay. By the way, right now you just saw when the podcast was done. So, hi guys. Was it the first one or the second one?
That one is the first one. It's the other one.
The one on top.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one on top.
That's the one on the bottom.
Crap. Okay. So in this episode, we're gonna see a few change in the Demon Hunter member. So that's gonna be interesting. The layout of the Demon Hunter will change a lot, actually, thanks to the. Give me a second. Part 1, 202. Okay. Sorry, we just did a cleaning of a room. By the way, I got some important information for you guys. When we're gonna be ready, we're gonna change the podcast to another place, and actually in Zeberudragnus lair. I'm gonna call it like that because that's how I gotta call it. So yesterday, before we begin, we finished Alex Kidd in a Miracle World. The episode is gonna be online before this episode of HTZ Podcast. Give me a second, I'll be right back. They're gonna call me. They're gonna call back. Anyway, it's not important. So never mind. Okay, so let's start. Ketaro Hiroshima, the owner of the Anata Pension, and the the general manager of Inata Pension, with Narusegawa just got married 1 year after the incident of the Demon Hunter. So, right now, they decided to just relax, stand back, and enjoy. Sadly, a new threat is threatening the world, and an angel came to see them. An angel told them that the demon will return, and actually, there will be a new set of cards for each of them. So there's gonna be 5 times the demons. In other words, by the way, this is the least eventful Demon Hunter. There will be a lot less event, so I'm trying to fill up a little by talking a little. But actually, there's not much. They're gonna build a new team for each Demon Hunter actually. So in other words, Sakura will have her own team. Sairan will have his own team. Dyson will have his own team. Modoko will have his own team. And Ariel will have his own team. Joining Dyson team will be Shinobu Mahahera, Kanako Urashima,
Mm-hmm.
Narusegawa, and Kitaro Urashima. That will be Dyson's team. As for Ariel, he has his 2 puppets that you see in the show, meaning a big cat and a butterfly. That is actually a human. Well, look at Sakura Card Captor and you will understand. Also, Mitsune from Lavina,
Mm-hmm.
and Sue. Koala Sue from Lavina.
The gorilla girl.
No, you know the girl that actually invents stuff and blow up the building every 2 seconds when Kitaro is around.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna listen to when I go home.
You know with the who talk with a strong accent and always do stupid stuff. Who seem the youngest of them all, but actually blow stuff around, and is probably the most intelligent one around, even though she's a dumbass. Yeah, that describe her pretty well. Sairana will have also her cousin that I don't remember the name. I'm sorry, but I know only. I think it's Maylin.
Don't look at me. I don't
No,
know.
no, I know you don't. Sairana has the least team member, but no, sorry, he has all the team member, but actually he has a group from the Shimi school, most of the people, and trust me, it doesn't matter. They don't deserve to be there. Because they're pretty weak compared to all the others. Also, Sakura. Sakura's team will have Tomoyo, who is actually her friend. Also, we'll have Kerobero, the guardian of the cards. Chocolate. And we'll have Yue, I think. I don't remember the name. But it's the silver hair guys who's another guardian of the cards. And people like that. So basically, I'm going to be quick with that episode. It's going to be about 30 minutes. I'm just explaining the team and stuff like that. Imagine Demon Hunter Part 1 with all the fights. It's all settled around the same,
Kind
Wait.
of thing.
except that every demon hunter end up killing their demon general, meaning the demon hunter general killing all the the demon general. But this time, the others who are with them just hang around to help them. Also, one thing you must know: Dyson is training Shinobu right now in the way of wrestling style, wrestling fighting style.
Like resting style.
Wrestling
Yeah.
style fighting. In other words, it's not. It's professional wrestling, like the professional wrestler you see on TV, but actually he made it deadly. So he's teaching her how to hurt an opponent and now not to hurt an opponent, and she would use it against demon a lot of time, and she's probably getting a lot stronger than any fighter in all those group except for the 5 main character. So in other words, she's the 6th main character. It will be relevant in the next podcast video.
Uh,
I'm not gonna say why. I'm gonna leave it for the next podcast video. By the way, the claw cards are sealed. They stay sealed. So they are sealed in the Brotherhood and the Firehood. So in other words, they won't return. They stay in the swords. This time, they get the card. They keep it away. The only card that are not meant to be captured again is the Sakura card, because Sakura already have them. So in other words, there's only 4 team of demons. But every time they capture demons, well, there's a new set of cards. So in the future, we know that there's gonna be a new set of cards. So that's gonna be leave at 7 actually, and only one will be free. If one of the demon hunter die, I will leave it out there. It's an ominous saying, but if one of the demon hunter alive die,
game over.
no, the card that they have are freed.
Fatality.
So there's a double the size of demon. So if a demon kill a demon hunter, all the set of cards that he or she have are freed. So in the end, in that second chapter, second part, all that happened is there is more card, there's more demon dead, and that's it. So yeah, that's the least eventful episode of DHFF. By the way, no, Shinobu doesn't get possessed again. So yeah. By the way, guys, the next episode is probably the most important.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you want to learn more about the DHFF story, you must see DHFF part 3, because a lot of things will happen and a lot of story will advance. By the way, every time a demon is revived, meaning if a demon hunter die or if a new one is created, every time there's a new set of demons, they get stronger. This one doesn't seem like it because it's so uneventful. There are too many demon hunter, and they get killed pretty easy. The demon get killed pretty easily since in the first episode, except for the demon of explosions. But let's just say that the main character already have all the cards of the first episode. So he's probably stronger than most demon and still can take care of the demon of explosion. So that's a big important part. And then next episode of HTZ podcast special DHFF. By the way, if you have question, that is the time to ask, because in the next episode we probably won't have time at all, or we'll have little time. So if you have any question, please ask it now.
Let me think. You said that when Demon Hunter died or something,
Yeah.
the card's gonna
The card-
revive, right?
The card that they have. For example, Sakura have the Sakura card.
Yeah.
So Siren will have the Siren cards.
Okay, now I understand.
Ariel will have the Hero card.
so-
Motoko will have the Motoko card. But if one of them died, and Dyson will have the Dyson's card with the Cloak card, because you have it in the Brotherhood and Firehood.
Oh, okay.
If one of them die, the cards are free. If Dyson's died, the Cloak card and the Dyson's card are gonna be freed.
So, for one Demon Hunter, how many cards there is in one set?
55.
Wow.
If you kill a general, you get the link card, because there's 5 general. Okay, 5 general have 11 card each. If there's 11 demon underling each. If one general die, all this subordinate die and get the cards from every subordinate. But 55 card is actually not a lot.
That's mean there's 5 general per set of
Per-
card.
Yeah. And there's 55 in total. Because 11 include the generals.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So they have 10 member each. That should be more specific.
So that's one hell of a stampede.
If they confront the main bad guy once all together, by God, it's gonna be hell. Okay. Another question?
Not on my part.
Should I start the part 3 right now and finish on the next episode?
Well, I was gonna say maybe we could. I could see what you did on Alex Kidd.
No. No, because we need to. No, because I want to leave you a surprise, not to give you everything. Actually, let's talk about the third part a little. In the next episode, we learned that they're gonna do something new with the character. Actually, the guy on everyone in the Demon Hunter group are on breaks. Actually, they have a vacation because. Give me a second. What?
What?
Look on the side.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Stupid dog. So what I was saying.
Don't touch anything.
So what I was saying is, sorry, is actually that in the third part, everyone's on break, everyone is relaxing, And the same angel from the last episode came along and say, well, they that you need to train because they're still the ultimate demon
Hmm.
who is around.
Hmm.
Still not there, but he could come around anytime soon. And in the meantime, he's the one who's making the cards. And every time he make a new set of cards, they get stronger. So, the main character decide to say, I got to do something about this. So they train a lot because it's getting harder and harder. Dyson start to get an idea, but and talk about it with Kero, the guardian of the cards, because he's the most knowledgeable about these cards. He says, "Can I take the cards and absorb it into my body? What would happen if I do that?" He says, "We don't know. It might turn you into stone. It might destroy you from the inside. It might do anything that could be extremely dangerous. Actually, it could make you so strong that it would come back and bite you in the ass, because if you get too strong, your body sometimes cannot take it."
Mm.
Because in these cards, I didn't talk about the cards a lot, so I'm going to talk about it right now since we have a little time. There is the shadow card, meaning you can turn into shadow. There is a light card, so you can blind people. There is wood card, meaning that
You can grow. You can grow tomatoes.
you can grow wood stuff. So you can take a branch and throw it in his face, like impale him, stuff like that. I have crazy idea, don't worry. But not him. Let's talk about it later. You could. Oh yeah, there's fire. Fireball in the face. There is explosion because of the demon of explosion.
Explosion.
Also, I'm gonna stop listening to him. So,
That's what that was Megumin.
yeah, Megumin. There is a lot of cards. So, by the way, there is a card of swords. There is a swords card. There is a time cards. You can stop time and start fighting. So it could be really, really, really bad. There is the card of strength.
Of what?
Strength.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so and speed. The speeds card. So imagine the card are inside the guy's body and he can activate it anytime he wants. That could drain his magic all the time. So that is why it's considered extremely dangerous or extremely deadly. Except that the card has maybe magic in them already.
Mm.
So he would absorb the cards and actually control them. So that's why they don't know if it's dangerous or not. I think for me, it makes sense.
Mm.
Anyway, right then and there, everyone is training. Dyson is in his room. Moroko on the roof. Everyone else in someplace in a temperature. And then they heard a loud bang. So they say, "Oh God, what the hell was that?" And they and since you know we talk about it in part 1. They can sense demon.
Mm.
And they sense something stronger than they ever they ever felt. So Dyson was the closest to the roof, and it came from there. He got to the roof. Got back inside, closed the door, and sit in the stair. He start to call someone. We're not gonna talk about it right now. And say you should come to the Inata pension right away.
Somebody died.
So
I think.
the group who knew Dyson was the closest just arrived to the stair, and Dyson says, "If someone passed, I'm gonna kill them. It's not the time to go there. Family first."
Mm.
Everyone say, "What? Why?" We just lost a demon hunter. We just lost Moroko.
The frail girl.
Motoko.
The sword woman.
She died?
Yeah. The explosion was caused by the demon of explosion and was killed on the spot. So the sister of Motoko arrived at the place. He let her pass, and they took her out, cover her. No one could saw her, but the sister was crying for good reason.
Yeah, obviously.
The guys, Dyson say, "Guys, come downstairs. We need to talk." So they arrive at the table, and Dyson talk right away. He says, "First, we need a new taker of the cards, a new demon hunter, or we're gonna have a problem." And that taker of the cards has responsibility. The new each new member of the demon hunter, meaning one of the general, must take the Brotherhood and the Firehood. It's in responsibility for being a new demon hunter. So he took his sword and gave it to Shinobu, so she could lead her own team that will be Moroko's demon hunter team. And Moroko would have asked that she take her place, since she's the most skilled fighter in the group right now. Even though, if you saw the series of Lavina, you would say that that is debatable, but she learned it from Dyson, so she got a lot better, and so she take her place. In the meantime, after a while, Dyson's got to the roof and start getting more and more mad about what happened. No fucking wonder, you're gonna say. Then Shinobu arrive at the rooftop and say, "What's wrong?" He says, "Well, Somebody have to pay. They say, "Oh, no problem. We're gonna attack those fucker together." If you know what I mean. By the way, this podcast is not for children, so fuck. Uh, so yeah. In other word, Dyson didn't tell anyone, but he found a piece of paper. The piece of paper tell the location of all demons that is actually alive.
Should we stop it right there and continue for the other one?
I think we're gonna do part 2 and part 3 in the same episode. We're gonna do part 4 in the next one, maybe part 5 also. So we're gonna finish here because we have 30 minutes. So we have time. For part 2 was the shortest one. Don't worry. So I think there is. Actually, part 1 was probably the longest episode. I thought it would be part 3 because there's a lot of information. But it seemed to going fast, so I'm gonna end part 3 here. So Dyson said, "Fuck it. I'm gonna kill them all." So he decided to take the cards, the 55 cards that he has meant for him, the Dyson's card, and say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna use them." So instead of using his swords, putting it in them, or activate it with a swords or staff, depending on who you are, Sakura use a staff, Sairan use a sword. He prefers his fist, so I don't know. I don't know if you see what I mean, but he decided to absorb them.
Well, don't you know that if he dies, all of it.
Yeah, but do you know that at this point he doesn't care? That Moroko was the closest demon hunter general to him. Think about it. If a good friend of you, close friend of you, died, and you saw her dead, and you know who was responsible for it, what would you do?
Nothing, because you don't have the power to do anything.
I have to be honest. What can I do?
Well,
Don't have money. Don't have power.
the thing is, okay,
If I had,
put yourself in this place.
whoo, that fucker's gonna die.
See my point?
Uh-huh.
See my point? And would you want your other friend to get involved and might die also?
Mm-mm.
You understand what I mean?
Mm.
Okay? So, in other words, they discovered that the demons are all together in a trying to remember the name of the place. In a
A ruin,
no,
a cave,
no, it's easier than that. It's a think about White Ninja: The Stories of a Golden Fighter.
an arena,
No, it's
a
a
factory.
yeah, factory with gasoline in it.
Huh.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So Dyson grabbed like staff swords. You know, the one with the spike and he got in there. He grabbed his sword, he grabbed his stuff and say, "Who wants to die first?" And start to slash every single one of them. One by piece. By the way, slashing demon is not the answer. That doesn't kill them totally. That just slowed them down extremely. And don't forget, the power and the speed are activated. They don't have time to react. So they get slashed piece by piece by piece by piece by piece. And in the end, he used the explosion card to destroy the place. And I mean blow it up to the extreme length. So, right after the explosion, Dyson was kneeling on the ground, like defeated, with the expression of, what now? What do I have to? He's kneeling on the ground, he's nearly crying. Shinobu, of course, followed him and is around him. Was just, she was away, but she followed his trail, meaning the blood of demons. Also, the explosion after, she could find him easily. All the others were coming, but she was there. So she knelt to the ground beside him and hugged him.
What do we have for breakfast?
Shut up.
That.
What an idiot. No, I mean you.
I know you talk to him.
No, you. Yeah, you.
Look at him eating his Timbits.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so let's continue.
You know the proverb killing the moods?
Mm.
You just did it.
I know you did.
Okay, so let's continue a little. In the meantime, when he was slashing all the demons, he wanted to know where the demon was responsible for him, her death. Where was she? And, of course, they didn't know. All that they knew is he is called the ultimate demon and is considered unkillable. In other words, they were all sissies, if you know what I mean. And the other one who's responsible for all this shit is still alive. So now, the demon hunter gone back home, a little bit feeling defeated, and this time the Motoko card, the cards of Motoko, are still not there. So, we're gonna end this episode here because it's part 3. And part 4 and 5 are probably gonna be in the next episode. So I think we're gonna do that tonight. Just to make sure that we end up everything. God, that was ugly.
I know.
Yeah. That was ugly as ball. Okay. So the final part of the stories will be today, but a little bit later because it's gonna be after supper, if you don't mind, guys. Because
I do not mind. I do not mind.
Because I'm starting to get hungry. By the way, we worked a lot today, so yeah, it was a shorter episode. I didn't thought I would do 2-part today. By the way, now you know. Dyson fucking hate demons. He despised them. At this point, he want to just kill them and make sure they never come back. So that's going to be interesting. By the way, you thought Derek was strong in good and evil?
Well, he is good and you.
And good or evil. You know, in the fan fiction, good or evil.
Yeah.
Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna see the true guy that is really, really bad and doing some stuff. You're gonna see why in the next episode of DHFF.
DHFF.
DHFF. So this episode is over. So we're gonna do the outro now. I hope you enjoyed, guys. This is the Extra Turn on Fire from my own channel with
Zebro Dragnus.
and
Carry 239.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. By the way, if you have a combined like of 50K in all the episodes that contain DHFF, we will do a freaking what did it?
Publishing it?
Well, yeah, we would put it online and on Wattpad. But and trust me, this is the short version. What do we say? All the killing in the part 2, you could see it in Wattpad and a lot of details that you didn't hear about in part 2 because I just glossed over it. Also, the detail in part 3 too. Chopping meat. So, that's gonna do it, guys. I will see you guys later. The Extra Turn on 5 from my own channel. Signing out. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.